Welcome to Ketchy Nation Talk, episode 10. And
Oh,
here
it's
I
10?
am. Yeah, it's 10 already.
Sorry,
Here I
yeah.
am, your host, Poetic Headset, and my co host, Big Brother Alex. Alright, so we're here to talk more about the current promotions of Fiore and Rocky Punch. So I think with the stuff that we've seen so far in the clips that at least what you gave me, Alex, it's been interesting. The live performance looks nice too, but we'll get into those things a little bit. But what do you think so far of what you've seen in terms of their current promotions in Fiore?
Hmm. I have really mixed opinions on it because it's so different way than they to promote again, like differently than last time and differently than in Korea. The whole, uh, of course, first there was this interview that has that was kind of interesting. It didn't have sub, so it was really difficult to follow, and you had to have a line app to get the live coverage in a way.
Yeah.
But you can but well, I hope some catches are gonna show it somewhere else. But it was kind of a normal thing, just the interview, nice tasks, and girls look really pretty, and they had some task to draw and do ego
Well,
and
whoa,
just like a
whoa, 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 whoa.
normal stuff.
We'll
What?
get into that. We'll get into that. Let's not jump into talking about exactly
Okay,
what happened on that video. I have my opinion on it. I was just asking overall, like
okay,
what
okay.
you've seen out there, because we're gonna go in depth. I just want to get into the generalization of exactly
Oh,
Rocky
okay, okay.
Punch's promotions right now, because there's a lot of interesting things that they do that we don't
Yeah, that's why
necessarily
I
see
can't
in
like
terms of
really.
what's it,
That's that's
the
why
here in
I have
Japan.
so many thoughts in my head and I don't know how to explain it. Like
All
I have
right,
so much positive things to say, but then I have so much critique to say
all
also.
right,
If I'm honest,
all
I
right,
have to be honest as a Ketchy.
all right. It seems like we just have to start this because it'll be better this way. Let me change the graphics. All right,
Okay,
so
so
exactly, we're gonna get into the interview. You did talk a little bit about what's going on in here, and honestly, I know a thing or two about live. Live is basically kind of same thing what V Live is in Korea.
yeah.
Artists go on there to go on a live event, or just
Mm.
bring some live showings. Kind of stream, I guess. I did watch this one for quite some time. I found it funny. I found it interesting. Of course, the usual. One of the funny things I saw was like Juri has her moment where she brings up the box to show the album and it drops, and I go, "That is
Yeah, that
vintage
was
shit."
yeah.
I thought it was honestly, I was like, "Oh, maybe you
There are a
couldn't
lot
do
of
that, right?"
funny moments.
I was like, "Hold up," but then Juri comes and go, "Whoop."
Yeah, yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, ah,
There are.
okay. The other thing I noticed is also the fact that they put the other three members on these high chairs, I guess you could say. So instead of it all
Yeah,
being all
yeah,
leveled, everyone's on a high chair, and then Jury's like leaning
yeah.
on their legs down, like, oh, I gotta sit this certain way. I'm like, wait, why don't we just put Jury on the top side, and then whoever's smaller on the chairs? But I guess.
All right. Suyon is on the isn't it? Yeah, there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, I mean that makes sense, but
yeah,
I don't know. It was just kind of going like, wait, what?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
But
I
it was
mean,
fun. It was fun, right?
yeah, yeah. I think it was a cool one.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that it is kind of like you have to access a certain app a certain way to actually
yeah.
watch it. That does
But
kind
that's
of
how it goes.
thing me. But yeah, but that's line though. That's line. Uh,
That's how
may,
it goes. I
maybe
mean,
they have emojis. I wonder. I should go check that out. Um, yeah, overall, I think it was cool. The usual that they do. I mean, Japanese groups do the same thing where they make stuff, and they'll send it out to a lucky fan out there, and their message and
Yeah.
such. It was cool. I think it was fine.
Yeah. It
So
was a good way to. It's a good start. Let's say that's a good. Let's be positive. That was a good start. Yes,
I
it
mean,
was a
I
good start. And
I like
what
the
happened
outfits.
then? What happened then? I will have a lot to say about that.
All right. You have anything else to say about this picture and the line
Oh, you
moments
mean
and
this one?
yeah, yeah.
Of course, it was kind of the same than the debut, that it had some tasks like I said, like drawing and such and stuff. But if you're Ketchy, you really love it. The girls showed their personality and
Yeah.
they had fun. So it's a good way to start. And what happened next happened next.
True.
Yes.
All right.
So
Let me change to the next one now. So I watched this one, I think multiple times. I do like the fact that it's kind of readily available in certain like different sources out there, I guess you could say, and some of them are actually
mm,
somewhat official channels. I won't say official and like JPN official, but I think they're media people and they were able to
yeah,
release
it
the
was the
footage on
press
this.
was there. Yeah, yeah, press was
So
there.
like I think like there's certain YouTube channels, but it was interesting the way they do it. I think they performed Fiore, and I think they. I don't know. I watched the other one that you showed me on the link. I think like they performed also Bouncy. I think did they perform
Yeah,
Bouncy? I think they
yeah,
performed
well,
Bouncy, right? And then they
yeah.
had the whole question Q&A answers and whatnot, and among other
And
things they do.
they also perform Bubble Up also. So they performed three songs, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
bubble up. Yeah, yeah. So, and then they had that photo shoot in the end that they did. I do. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I think it was a really nice choreography they did. It feels it just feels less of the Korean type of choreography. This is definitely more on the
Mhm.
JPN side because they like to have those very how I say subtle moves and then more simpler, I guess you could say in
Yeah.
that sense. They don't want to add that much aggressive and of course
I
the song
really
is
liked
yeah, of course this type of
choreo.
song is not meant for that, so yeah.
I really liked the choreo. That's why I'm doing uni fan camps, because I like it so much. But yeah, it's I like this kind of the whole atmosphere in a way.
Yeah.
I didn't have a real like understanding. Is it a like a big event or a small event, or you didn't really see that, but it was good to see that there were catches. You can see catchy light sticks there, yeah,
Yeah.
waving around, and the girls got their first,
And
I
yeah.
guess first reactions from catches who were there. That was
Yeah.
nice.
And I would say I would be thankful for all the catches that actually went. That's a good thing. So
For
that's
sure,
one thing.
yeah.
What else? I love the dresses they're wearing. I mean, it's a lot of red, but it's fine. And then the shoes they're wearing is also pretty nice too. I thought it was Mary Jane type of heels, but it's more. I think it was more ballerina type. I think it was like heels, block
Okay.
heel to it, and then it's like
Are they
two
low
steps on it.
heels, or how do
Yeah,
you say?
they're definitely
I don't
low
understand
heels.
anything about.
They're definitely low heels. They're like 1 inch, I
Yeah,
think, 1 or 2 inches around there, because it's not too high.
yeah,
Because you have to dance
yeah.
with it, so you
Yeah, and
know.
it suits the dresses. It suits the dresses and stuff like that. Yeah.
But it definitely, I thought it was thing though. Mary Jane. Mary Jane, basically, if you want to know what that means,
Hmm.
is it's a type of heel that looks like exactly how what they're wearing, but on the back end is a short. It's one end heel, but on the back end on this one, I guess because of safety reasons, is probably they made it more what a block. A block heel basically is like on the back of the heel is square, so it's
Yeah.
thicker. So if you're dancing or walking, it's much easier to do. So that's nice.
Yes.
Plus with the whole
Again, I
outfit,
learned
it works with
something.
it.
Thanks, Paul. I learned something new again. Thank you very much. Well, I didn't know about these things, but thank you. It's good to know.
Yeah, so I mean, it works because they're doing more of the dreamy concept type, and
Yeah,
honestly,
I personally like it a lot.
honestly, I wish there was more lighting in there a bit, but I guess they wanted to feel that dream concept to it. That's one thing I wish they had.
Yes,
A little bit more
yes.
lighting would have been nice. I was like,
Yeah, yeah. I
lighting.
think I think they tried to be as a that it was a, like a more kind of dreamy and that's why. But sometimes they went totally in the dark. Like some members were totally in the
Yeah,
dark, and
yeah.
then they came out, and that was kind of like sort of thought that
But
wasn't necessary
well,
because
what?
it would have
Yeah.
been nice to see everything.
But have you ever seen like actual idol underground lives? I'm assuming like this is not a big area that they
No,
rented out.
maybe.
I think it's one of those underground live event areas because the way you see is like how dark it is and stuff. No, I mean even like AKB48 does that type of thing, so it's not
Mm,
uncommon or anything. But it's
in Japan,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting the fact that they were using that when if they're in Korea, they'll get an open space stadium. Oh, not stadium, but like
All the
open
time
space
lights, yeah, yeah.
event area or a theater or something, and
It's
this one's kind
different.
of like a
It's
very.
different.
I mean, like this, you could tell it's a very small theater. So,
Yeah, that's just one kind of small stage in a way. That's why I didn't know like how many, how big or small or regular event it is because, but I I I think it was still said that it's a press showcase.
yeah, yeah,
So it kind of had that kind of same of feeling, but then of course naturally it was different from a Korean one that we know more about.
oh, of course, but yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's just some of the things I saw, and then of course, then they do the Q&As and whatnot, the usual things you see from. Um,
Yeah, it was mainly Yuri speaking a lot.
I honestly,
Sometimes.
yeah, but that's what I noticed too. I was like, they really did a. If you notice, the camera person went straight up. Like, it looked at every other member, and they're like, "Oh, nice."
Yeah.
They straight up zoomed in on Jury. The moment she
Yeah,
talked,
yeah.
zoom. They're like, they did this all up and down look on her, like, "Oh, this is the main star. Let's talk to her." Yeah, that's basically what happened. I was like, so, but
Yeah, it
yeah, that's what
is.
I saw.
But it's kind of it's kind of like I think even Yuri mentioned it in one of her later there was transcripts on Twitter or whatever that because they first mentioned AKB Yuri and Yuri needed to say nah I'm Rocket Punch that they
Yeah.
still have that kind of uh, it's a positive thing but that's what
I
interests them
mean,
a lot. It was the first time they saw Yuri for a long while in Japan, so I can
of course,
understand that.
it's understood. Like that, Jury's fan base is still alive and well, and they're still supporting her till this day. So it makes sense that they're gonna
Yeah,
mention
still.
AKB. So
But it was kind of like it wasn't even like settle. It was sometimes like really kind of like it was. But I think the girls also because they knew so they were really good in Japanese. So I think even
yeah, they did.
the people were surprised a little bit. At least when I saw comments that press made that they were surprised that the girls were so good. So that was really proud to
That's a
see.
good thing. All
Yeah,
right, let's. Are you ready to go to the next picture?
yeah. Okay, so this is the album. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll get into the album. There's one last one we'll get into, but we'll get into that one. So there's only two songs I know. There's some music program I don't think I'll ever hear because it's an FC version. I don't think anyone's gonna upload that, or there might be something.
Yeah,
I know
maybe.
I have never seen it, but Fury's I think so excited. Sorry, kind of talked about it before. We don't need to go into it more further, I guess. It's a great song. It's a nice, subtle song. It's not a wow, picturesque type. It's dreamy. It's nice. Kind of like Lovey's type. But
Mm.
yeah, yeah. So,
I really love the chorus. I have to it's one of my favorite Rocket Punch choruses. For somehow it works really well for at least for me
Oh,
and
the
for
Fiore
summer and
version.
everything like that. I
Yeah,
like it a lot.
it's a nice one. I like that too. I actually like
Yeah.
the chorus from there.
The only thing is,
Um,
can I just say one more thing? And it's like,
yeah.
for me, the chorus is so strong that I sometimes forget the melodies of the other ones, like the other parts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of thought maybe there would have been a stronger bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes the chorus is the one that people remember the
Let
most.
yeah, yeah.
So in that way, that's a good thing, I think.
I will say this. This doesn't show exactly the capabilities that Rocket Punch
Mm.
members can do. Vocal wise, they could probably do a lot stronger, a lot higher notes. But this one,
Yeah.
Fiore is not meant to be that type of song, and
No.
I think in some ways, that's a good thing. I mean, it doesn't give you that pop sound that wow, I guess you could say that you hear from other
Yeah.
type of songs out there. But that's exactly what they wanted in this. They wanted to be that dreamy, nice, subtle.
And that's more.
Yeah.
That's I think the whole concept is more like more like naturally more kind of focused on uh, Japanese music or the
Yeah.
what people like to listen because it was settled and it has this dreamy. It doesn't have that kind of energetic like what
Yeah.
Korean K-pop usually
Right.
has. So it's interesting.
Like Chiquita and stuff, it's like you're gonna get those.
There's
You're
a
gonna get those
difference
high
between
pop
Chiquita
sound,
and
man.
Fiore. Yes, yes,
Oh
there
yeah.
is.
Let's get into the elephant in the room. Bouncy, the
Yes.
second song. It was not my favorite song. I usually like the JP
No.
versions of songs, but this one was not. It wasn't resonating with me. I think it was okay.
I just don't.
I don't know. In
If
some
I.
ways, when they go from English and then straight Japanese, I'm also just do straight Japanese the whole way through. I know it's just part of the song, but I feel like they could have just gone straight Japanese from that. It would have been
True.
better. It sounds much better too. You don't need to do that in the Korean and English. It makes sense, but in the JP version, they should have went straight all Japanese. Just my honest opinion on that.
My pick is like my thing is that I think it was for me it's in my opinion it's the wrong choice of song in a way because the one that Rocket Punch was in Bounce is totally different than Rocket Punch is now, and
Yeah,
so I kind of felt it was back in time that was not necessary. Like you could make maybe the greatest hits someday or something like that, or
yeah,
Japanese collection with all the Japanese versions of the main titles. But for me, I thought if you put a Japanese song, Japanese version, it would be more current. That was I would have wanted to be like a Ring Ring or Chiquita or something like that. But because it somehow it seems that the group has grown so much from the sound of Bouncy to this moment. But I guess there is I understand that people like to think that there will be older songs, or of course the on the Japanese debut, the Japanese song on it was Bim Bam Boom, and now it was Bouncy. So I can understand there is a logic behind it, but I just
yeah.
wanted to have this because I think the music has the concepts and the there has been so big change that it was a little bit like going back in a time machine when I listened to Bouncy Japanese, and like you said, it was a little bit like hard to get grasp on because it had English words and then Japanese words mixed to each other. It didn't feel like it was a little bit like Like you said, a little bit something
It it just
like
no. Well, the thing about it to me, bouncy is it sounded fine, but it felt like they just put it together just because they needed to be in Japanese, not
yeah,
because they changed it and actually changed the flow of the song and actually make it feel a lot better and actually
mm,
a song of itself. No, they just decide they'll translate it and then kind of change here things here a little there, but not
yeah,
enough to the point that it's like it's its own song. That's my biggest gripe over
yeah.
bouncy JP version.
But
So
I mean, there are a lot of people probably in Japan that don't know anything about Rocket Punch, and maybe they just like the Fiore, or this is the first album they get from the shop. So for
Fiore is
them,
gonna be nice, but
I guess it's okay. Yeah,
but I don't know. Even to those extent, I don't know if bouncy will get that type of listen that
yeah.
we would think it does. I don't think so.
I would
Just my
have
honest
chosen
opinion.
I would have chosen Ring Ring or Chiquita for that, but
Yeah, I would. I think that would be a better song overall. But
yeah,
I could see why they chose Bouncy, and like you said, it's sort of a sequential order type of thing. But you get what you get,
yeah,
right?
yep.
All right, let's get to the next one. I think this is the most
This,
interesting one of all.
yeah, this is it.
Oh wait, no, 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 not this one.
Oh, it is
We'll get it
part of
this.
it.
Well,
It is part.
yeah. Let me. Do you have anything to say about this one? I think this is
No,
more.
no. I mean, it's part of it because the whole thing, the Rocket Punch Park that we are talking about.
All right, we'll get here
That
and then
one.
we'll go back there. So,
Yeah, because that's the part of it. Like that's the biggest event for Rocket
oh,
Punch
all
Park.
right, all right, all right. So let's get into this. Apparently, there was according to what this is all about, Rocket Punch Park was a promotional thing that they're doing. I think even now, I think for
Yeah, yeah. For the,
right now they're still ongoing with it.
yeah,
Where you can learn more about the Rocket Punch members, and they rented out a certain area, and over there you can learn about them. Is there? And I think there was a photo booth too, or something like that. I don't know
yeah,
full
yeah.
details or anything, but it just seems like
Yeah,
interesting.
some like one-on-one moments that girls are taking pictures and Polaroids
I
and giving it
well,
to those
what
people.
I
And
here's the thing. Right, I'm gonna go back into this. So it was like a major event, I guess. But I'll get into this thing. Here's
it's the same stage, right?
I think so. I don't know.
I
So
thought it was the same stage.
here's what I think about the whole thing. Right, promotional wise, for a fan, that is a once in a lifetime thing. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be participating or hanging out with Rocky Punch members.
Yeah.
I recall. Here's the thing. I know there's certain things like that in Japan, just because I talk to people when I go concerts and stuff. I talked to certain people and they told me stories about situations like this. Like I won't say it's common, but they do go. No, they
Mm.
do come out here and there. I won't go into what the story is about and who it is, but yeah. So this one I think was. I think it's fine, but it doesn't really. How do I say it does. It's not gonna bring it's not gonna bring
Now
awareness to
let
Rocket
me.
Punch promotional wise. Just
So
my opinion.
the idea it was that there were 80 people who were by raffle
Yeah.
collected or picked to join this Rocket Punch Park uh, 3 days event that they kind of has a all access pass in a way, and there are shows that they do only for those, and they have the events and kind of fan projects that they only to do for those 80. And I kind of understand it, and it's really cool if you are one of the 80. If you're the lucky Ketchy and you're one of the 80 ones, I think there were a lot of people um, who were trying to get there, and because it was raffle, the only 80 got in, and only 80 have the same people have every time to pass, so they can come and go every day, see what's happening,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so in a way, I feel okay. It's an interesting way to promote it to a smaller, like this kind of a really hardcore fans or or Ketchy fans.
Yeah.
But in the way that it was making that it's not open to all Ketchys or people who were lining up. Like I saw pictures where people are lining up outside and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit like is is this promoting as a smaller group or is this promoting as a group who wants to get bigger? Because that's a little bit like it's a really kind of personal small amount of people who are gonna really enjoy the whole spectrum of their comeback at least for these 4 days.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
I
be a I guess it's a interesting way to get something totally different for some lucky fans, but
I
in whole, I want it to be like more kind of a promoting as a group for all
yeah.
for all people. But
What I want the members to do, at least during the time, I mean this is okay, but I sometimes I do want them to go out there like in Akibahara and in certain places and actually
yeah,
do small performance here. I think that does a lot better, and it
yeah,
actually promotes a little bit better than what they're doing with this. I think it's cool. Like you
yes,
said, hardcore fans will enjoy the heck out of it, and I'm like, congrats to anyone who got in there
yeah.
and
I
whatnot.
mean, I envy them, but yeah,
But promotional wise, yeah, I do see what they're doing with this. I mean, it is what it is. I just
yeah. It's
I wasn't sure when. Let's go back to. I wasn't sure when you showed me that. I was like, "What do you mean, rocket punch shark? What is that? What is that? What is that thing? Right? Like, okay.
it
But
was
then
yeah.
and then when you showed me the article and exactly or would explain what it
Mm.
is, I go, "Oh, it's those types. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah,
I mean, I was thinking that it would have a free access to people to get to know Rocket Punch, and then when I listened
no,
that it was for 80 people, then I was like,
Alex. Let's get one thing straight here. In Japan, everything's about costing money to meet your idols.
uh,
It's one of the pride and joys of the idol culture over
I'm
there.
naive. I'm naive to think that everybody has a.
There's no such thing as a free lunch over there. It's all about buying CDs and trying to get more interactions. No,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm not kidding about this. I bet some people buy a lot of CDs so they can interact with Nako
For sure.
and
For sure.
HTK. Oh yeah, of course. And then they're buying a bunch of CDs just so they can have one more minute with them and such. It is there, but exactly this is exactly what this is.
I
They
mean,
want
I
that's
mean, that's okay. I understand. That's okay for to be a part of something, but I
well
hope
that's
there would be
yeah, but
there be a bigger concert or there will be a
I
some kind of
yeah.
performance somewhere else.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I wish it was a performance, but this is exactly how you're gonna reach your Japanese fans, and it is what it is. As
Yeah.
much as I don't want to say, I'm like, this is what it is. The Japanese promotion is doing the right thing. They're doing what you call high touches, interactions. There was a moment in time where before Sakura was where she is now that you able to actually do a 1 minute or 1 minute interaction with her just by buying a certain amount of CDs. But that's the same thing about what this is going on. Like if you get lucky and you get picked, you get some time with the Rocket Punch, which I think I do envy them for that. I do. But yeah, you're gonna get
Yeah.
what you're gonna. Here's the thing: you're gonna get long time fans, and that fan
Mm.
base will grow and they'll stick by you. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm going to this idol group now because I don't know. They're not like that. So I understand. So it is what it is. What it was
Yeah, I
crazy
just
though.
hope
When you
there
showed
is
me
other
this, the
things also.
graphic, the picture, I was like, what? But yeah, so
Yeah, yeah. I just
oh,
hope there are other things also. There is not mentioned about other. other performances or
I
TV
yeah
joining a TV show or anything like that. So that makes me a little bit worried.
yeah.
If this is like this kind of really focused on this, like the wrong way is saying the small event, but it's a focused event
Yeah, but
and not like a larger scale.
yeah, but here's what I'll tell you: let them enjoy it. Like honestly, for us,
I know.
I know that because you know, like the whole situation. I'm not gonna go and say what exactly happened around the world type of thing, but yeah, you know, and
Yeah, that's
they're
true. That's
now
true.
they're
All
able to
right.
travel and such. Yeah, you know,
It's
I'll
good for
give
the girls
leeway.
also.
I'll give
It's
leeway
good
on
for the
this.
girls. Yeah, yeah,
I'll give
yeah.
leeway. I just envy
But
the
for me,
fans, so no matter what
but
people
for,
say about that.
but for me, maybe this is just I'm really stubborn about it. But for me, it's like you can have these kind of really focused events if you have already established your fandom in a way. And that's my point of it, that it's not, at least that I know, it's not as established. So I hope there would be
um,
this, that just any
no,
people can
no, but
hear them.
I know, like I said, I agree with what they do with this. I just found it interesting how they approached it. Because, like I said, the other idol groups are doing almost the same thing. They do a lot of fan interactions. That's how they grow the fan base. It's not the music, whatnot. The music is good, but what they get the most out of fans in Japan at least is fan interactions. The more you interact with fans, the stronger and bigger your fan base is, and it's weird in that sort of way. I'm not saying
So
that's the
it's
only way to do it, but that's how you
so
can
it start
develop the
so
long term fans
so
out
it
there.
start from 80 people, and then they tell somebody, and they tell somebody, and
Yeah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
way.
Yeah, see now you're getting it right. Oh, it was
No, no, but
amazing. It was
I don't still like it. I don't like it
I
yet.
know,
Still.
but they'll say like it was the most amazing time of my life. I want to try again. Okay, now there's more than 80 people. What's that? The 8 person will say so someone else. Those other people are gonna try, and then vice versa.
Okay, this
It's
is.
a very very
I
interesting
see.
promotion.
I see the both sides of it. It's like an exclusive club that can get hold with Rocket Punch. I
Yeah.
understand that in a way. In a way, it's yeah. But yeah, it's just gonna be interesting. How long the promotion is? Is this the part of the Rocket Punch Park? Is part of it, and then they start doing something else? We don't really know. So
True.
that's my hope, that there are different things. That this
I
is not the one. That there are different things
I'm
happening.
I'm just happy that they're doing something at least. That's in the
Yeah,
end of the day,
that's.
I'm at least happy they're doing something.
I'm
That
happy for them.
they're
Yeah,
not holed up in Korea, not doing nothing or whatnot. That
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever. But at least they're in
Yeah,
Japan doing
I have to
something.
be realistic. I know I have to be realistic about these things.
So
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing fine in Japan. They're happy. They're smiling. They're
yeah. They're
they're
getting
creating
interaction
memories.
with fans first time since a long time, so
Yeah.
that's great.
So
It's great.
I'll stick to that. If anything else, I don't mind that at all.
But hopefully next time we do this podcast, we can tell how much different things they did after this.
Oh
That's my
yeah.
hope.
Hopefully there's more variety shows and whatnot. And
I really
so
hope so, because I'm worried if this is it.
but for the at least for me is like at least they're having fun. I think to me that's
They are really happy. I'm happy for them. They really deserve everything they get. And 80 people is a lot already, and they can show their affection for those sketches and stuff like that. And like you say, one thing that you know for sure, that all the people who are there, they really appreciate it. They
yo
really
yeah.
like those, and have their, like you said, like a moment of their life, and have the 4 days of their life. So
All
that's
right.
good. I just
Oh,
hope there is more.
I have a question for you. If you had a chance to become one of those 80 people, would you go and do that? But you would have to play. You have to buy a plane ticket. And you gotta rent a hotel out. But would you do that?
100% sure I would do it. So sorry everybody. Sorry my my family, but I would have to do it.
That's
Maybe
funny.
that's the part of maybe that's part of it that they after this long while that they couldn't give anything to fans because of the situation in the world. Maybe this was the thing that they really want to focus to give this kind of once in a lifetime experience to 80 lucky fans. So
Yeah.
I can get that way, yeah. And I will talk about I would talk about whole thing differently if I would be one of those
Oh
80.
my gosh! I got a picture with Diane. I got a picture with you. Yeah, you know, you're gonna be like, you'd be
I
like,
would have,
eye time. I'm like,
I
yeah.
doesn't I don't sound like that. Why do you like a squeal like a girl? I'm not.
uh, I don't know. I just find it interesting. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I got it. I got it, man. I got it. Yeah,
That'd be like my
yeah,
interaction. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
you're
But
taking pictures.
I don't know. I hope there will be more content of this, but there has been a little bit that this has been really kind of private occasion in a way.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's why maybe there wouldn't be any. There will be just a couple of pictures and stuff like that, and that makes, of course, international Ketchys a little bit frustrated, but that's how it goes.
Yo. All right. I think we covered all the topics of Fiore.
Did we? Did we? Did we?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
I won't go into more of what
I
would make
hope
the
I didn't.
shirt.
I hope I didn't like. I wasn't too sure. How do you say like too in? Maybe you can hear in my voice that I was a little bit envy. I think that's only human natural.
That's probably what it was. You're like, I wish I was one of those people. I'm gonna talk about this and this about it.
Man, I'm a human. I'm a Ketchy. I'm a human being, and
But
I
then,
was
but
like,
then, if you're part of it, oh look, I have the ticket. I'm going. Oh, you're be talking about the most positive thing ever. Like, oh, it was amazing. They should do this all the time. Blah blah. Blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
we all
yeah,
have
yeah,
our moments of time like that. Like, oh yeah, that should happen. It's okay.
yeah,
Oof.
yeah. I guess so. You got me. You caught me. Yeah, yeah. I'm busted. Yeah, I think it was a big part of it was that. But I'm also taking a look of the bigger picture, and because we don't know how long the promotion is, so anything can happen still. I guess. I think the girls even said that wait for something new to happen. So we'll just have to wait. Hmm.
Oh, before we end, who do you think wore the red dress the best? You gotta choose one member. I'm going
Oh,
down the
uni, of
line.
course. Uni, of course. That's why I made the TikTok and everything like that. I think she was like flying like a dreamy princess or a queen on the stage. I was just yeah.
I mean, Yon, he is used to wearing dresses. Out of all the members, out of all the
Yeah, I
members
need.
out there, she's the one that's most used to wearing a dress like this. So
Yeah, I think so. And but it suited. It was the dress thing. It was really nice because it was something that they haven't done yet, and now we all know that they are totally comfortable with doing this kind of elegant streamy dance. Also, this performance, so that even makes us. I think Ketchy is even more impatient or want to see what's happening next and another comebacks and stuff like that. So
I don't know. I'm gonna say if I was to choose one member, uh, Yoni is a good choice, but I'll pick Diane. Diane probably did a really great
oh, that's a good
shirt.
choice also because I think Totoris are not babies anymore after watching this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, Diane
I would
looked
say
also
I think Diane did a really great job wearing the dress.
yeah,
You
and she
know,
got so many lines. If you go back to she got really good exposure and got a
yeah.
lot of lines and so it was kind of a rebirth of Diane. Yeah, we just have to like we have to acknowledge that Totorisa getting to be adults soon, so
Yeah,
that's how it.
just getting older and such. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's all I wanted to
yeah.
ask because I was like, oh, they're all wearing red dress kind of thing, and I was like, oh,
No, it
okay.
was. It's really nice. It's really pretty, and it's totally different. That's what I like about it. It doesn't like if they would be in the same outfits they did Chiquita or something. That would be like a little bit like this is again trying something new and succeeding it in my opinion. So that's good.
We're gonna try to do a first time reaction on Rocky Punch's
Oh, that's
first single,
crazy.
Fiore. And we're gonna try to do it as best as possible.
Fiore.
Yeah,
I
Fiore.
think it's Fiore.
Okay,
Fiore.
Fiore.
It's kind of an Italian language, I think. Fiore or
Oh.
something like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Oh my god. So
it's flower. Fiore. Yeah.
Fiore. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight to this. We're gonna get into the discussions in a little
After that,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a probably a part 2-ish thing. But for now, we're gonna do the reaction and whatnot.
Yeah,
So here
that's
we
it.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready, Alex? In
Oh man.
4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
Let's go. Okay, Yoshimoto music.
All right.
Oh. Okay, it's not started yet.
Ooh.
Oh. Woo! Girls looks amazing, man.
Ah.
Oh, this is
I love it.
so like lovely, man.
It is,
like,
isn't it?
Oh, cute and fresh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is just like I kind of envisioned in a way. I can't take
It's
this,
like-
man.
there's a
Oh my
cute-
god. Ugh. Kind of the setting is really cool also,
I
even
love
if
it.
it's
I love the nature theme they're going.
yeah. Yeah, now they're going on like, whoa. This is just sort of kind of elegant, like the choreo, and
Yeah.
it's good that they are doing it outside and not like in a film set or anything like that.
I love it. Very bright colors.
Yeah, yeah, just like what I hope for, and like.
Oh, she got a rap scene. Damn.
Come on, Zoe, come on. Oh, Yuri rapper also.
Damn.
Young, grown so much. Yunki, Young.
Nice.
Oh, I just like this choreo so much.
I don't know. I love this key
It's-
concepts.
Yeah. The concept and it's not like too. It still has this kind of how do you say elegance and that kind of like.
Yeah.
Whoa! What's that
Ooh.
sound, man? What is it?
What the heck?
What?
What's with that wang tang sound?
That's odd. Oh. Yeah, this is the slow part. Daniel is so good in this part. I bet the high pitch is coming soon. The whole fucking. No, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, they went with a softer sound of it.
yeah. I like the music also a lot. This is something I will listen hundreds and hundreds of times. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of them. Oh,
Ooh, what's
good.
that? What's that?
So, oh no, it's not ended yet. What's happening? That was kind of an interesting way to Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. I think that
Yeah.
was an interesting way to end it. Uh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, there's so much to take now. Oh, I think I didn't. I don't know what to say. It was. I like the concept a lot. Do you want to talk first, and I will try to get catch my breath for a while. What did you
So
think about it?
so what I
Can
think
you
of
can you say it like straight away?
so what I think about it right now is I love the dreamy nature concept that they're going with. It definitely has the vibes of Lovely's in there. Whoever was
Yeah,
the
yeah, it has.
director, they knew what to get out of that.
Oh,
That's
it's
what's
the
good.
same director, I think.
What it does, right? And at times,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm gonna bring another group in here, but that Alex
Mm.
knows, right? It also feels like
No?
Te Me Gusta. It does. It has that little feel of G friend. You know the old
G friend, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
old
right at
G
the
friend,
beginning.
yeah, yeah. O
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Navilera, or yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
those,
So
yeah.
it has that feel to it too, which was really cool to
It
see.
has. It's not bad. It's a good thing, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's a,
It wasn't like too cute. Also, at the same time, they really put an emphasis on the dreamy concept, which I think has been
yeah.
missing in overall K-pop. I think we haven't seen a lot of that lately.
No, no, no. And it's like oh, I just it's a new side again, and so I'm really happy that they weren't repeating something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something like you would think the Japanese market. This is good. It has some kind of anime feeling, but not a lot. It still has
I
this. I don't
I
know
would
how to say it, but
I would think it would is a really good concept to work in Japan. Definitely, I think in their Japan promotions
yeah,
they're gonna do nicely on that one. Um,
yeah,
what is it?
yeah.
They also made it very simple. It wasn't. I don't think it was too expensive with how they did the
No,
productions
no.
with this. But it's really nice
I,
because it has a really nice scenery. Cinematography's perfect with it. They're just having
yeah,
fun,
and
nature,
that's
and
that's the
everything.
thing. That's the thing that I'm really happy about it. That they this is not like video screen like all the time. This is they are really outside and doing the choreo and
Yeah,
everything looks beautiful. That's like the sun and stuff and then all the shades and everything like that. And it's just like I just really it just fits the summer so well. Like it fits the whole concept well. The whole
yeah.
it works, man. It works. It's like maybe this is not the most trendiest thing that
No, no,
people
no.
are doing now, and it's kind of like in a way we have to forget it also that this is not this is for Japanese market, and this is something that they are still kind of faithful for this. At least I felt like it was had really little bit retro also in it,
What?
like the
Yeah. What I believe, and I've seen a few things here and there. I won't say few, but I watched plenty of Japanese
yeah.
or J Idol stuff already. This is more of the older style or older trendy thing, and
True,
that they
that's
done
true.
because a lot of the
But
newer or a lot of the like AKB48s or even the
yeah, yeah,
48 groups out there, they're doing a lot more.
yeah,
How
yeah.
I say. I mean, they
Hey,
do cute, but they're a little bit more modernized. This is more like the old school version of it, which I think
this
was
is
really
this
cool,
is
right?
also.
Yeah. So
But
this is what I think.
in the same way, it has some kind of new modern stuff, but still, like we both say, we have been following the groups that were like 5 years or 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and that has that kind of feeling. I
No.
think.
But I think that's what Rocket Punch is aiming for, the old school trendy type of music out there. And it helps. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice. That's what I like about them. They stick to this concept that I really got
Mm.
into in K-pop, and they're using it in more in the Japanese one. I mean, that's really cool. We don't see that often now in K-pop, which I'm pretty sad
Yeah.
about. There's a few groups doing like one or two sometimes out there who's doing it, but overall, it's like a trend that hasn't been there for a while. So that's
Yeah.
just my take
I
on the
think
whole
that
thing.
I think this summer there are a couple of groups that luckily did it that kind of like a little bit more refresh and elegance and dreamy concept. But I'm like personally I like this
I
like I
yeah
like to watch this kind of MVs and listen this kind of songs more
I
than girl crush or
yeah
aggressive music or anything like that or high
I
tech or
I for one think this one they really did do justice. Like the sounding, the music. They
yeah
didn't go too high on the notes, which you really don't need to, anyways. It did
yeah
remind
yeah
me a lot of Lovely's, who was really perfect. You know, they were
it
amazing at
does
that concept.
I
So
mean, we are lovely Lucy's forever, so that's
yeah,
why
so
kind of.
seeing that concept again alive within their sister group in Rocket Punch was
Yeah,
really nice to see.
yeah.
Um,
It was like a like how do you say like a homage or a kind of
yeah.
like for
So
lovelies. It has that kind of if you know lovelies
it's
as well as we both know, it has that kind of.
it's
And I think
amazing.
there were
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it
amazing
has
that
that.
we see Chiquita, which is complete opposite what this one is, and then we have the Dreamy
Mm.
on this one. So it's nice. Like now we have
I think
for
it
at
was a
least this year,
good.
right? We in this year we have a discography of both. If you want more dancey, vibey '80s, and then we have a Dreamy
Yeah,
concept later, just to chill and then kind of relax. Then this is the one to
yeah,
pick.
yeah. Summer
So
chill. Yeah, yeah. It's
so.
like it's good that they didn't repeat something. Like I
Hmm.
think like I like the bubble up, but it was like totally still different concept. It has like because it was cute and energetic more, and this was more dreamy and elegance, and it has cute parts at Rocket Punch always. They that's something that they can't help being
Yeah,
cute. Like naturally, but that wasn't the thing in it. I think it was more elegance and more like showing that they have how they have improved like as a performers,
yeah.
and that's why I can't wait to see them doing it live because it feels that I'm not an expert on choreos, but it feels like it has really gentle changes and a lot of like hand actions and stuff like that. The things that Lovelace did also. But
True.
it's really hard to make it work. So I'm really interesting to see how their first live stages are. So
Me too. I'm
so
I'm
it's
I'm looking forward to seeing what that's gonna be like.
yeah yeah yeah
I
definitely.
mean, if they're gonna be dressy and whatnot, hey, why not? I want to see
I
that.
mean they look so good in those on the sorry
I don't
in
know.
those in those red dresses. Oh my god,
I
those
mean,
kind of
when was the last time you seen dresses used right now? And I mean, maybe,
yeah yeah
but I don't
that's
know. It's
true.
been a
Like
while.
yeah, and they kind of even we haven't seen rocket puns in this kind of outfits, and so it was kind of a really refreshing to see them, and they look really. And it even had maybe the longest soy rap part that there has been, and
That was
that
really
was a
cool,
fun
honestly.
thing. That's a
I
fun
wasn't
thing.
expecting that. I was like, okay.
But I know that people are Ketchys or and everybody who's listening to this, I think they are really divided about the odd sounds in the middle of it. I personally liked it because it was something really different, and like you said, maybe some other groups 7 years ago in K-pop and J-pop used it more than
Yeah.
now. The odd sounds and the vibes and the echoes and the like it was kind of a surprise, a really surprise to hear that in the middle
Yeah.
of the song.
I
But
definitely agree with that.
so I'm kind of need to listen in time and see like is there some kind of motive to get it? Like I didn't see the like I have to watch it again and see what's the scene, does that take it to another level, or is it just the music that the bridge that has the different sounds in it? Or
True,
it's
true.
interesting. This is something that Willem does a lot. Like this is something that Willem is known about, like these sudden synthesizer voices, or this is something that they are known about. So in a way, it doesn't surprise, but in this song, a little bit. I have to admit that a little bit. I like it, but I was really surprised about the sounds in the middle of the bridge. But
Oh yeah, especially that twang, that thing, that new. I don't know
yeah,
what it was,
and
that
wang
electro
wang
music thing. I was like, "Ooh,
wang wang
what's
wang.
that?"
It was like a reverb or something. Wang wang. Oh, quick. That
Yeah,
was
I was
really
like, whoa, I was like, whoa, what's that going on there? They really wanted to add that style in there. Okay, sure. They wanted to show
yeah,
that
but
there's still Rocket Punch still there. I was like, okay, fine.
yeah. They wanted to do something that you people you think how this song is coming. Here is a surprise for you. So it's like there's something else you have to listen for a while and stuff like that. But I think William is known about this kind of these sounds that suddenly comes in the in the bridges or part of the music and that kind of stuff. But you know better the J-pop. Do you think it has that kind of vibes? Like, can you see that it has that kind of vibes that maybe old J-pop had?
Yeah, it does. That's why I
Yeah,
reference it. I was pointing out that that's what
AKB
they.
like AKB the
Well, not
older
necessarily
ones.
just yeah, not just AKB, but a lot of idol groups were doing that type of older concept. There was I can't
Yeah,
remember that one group that I was into at the time. But yeah,
yeah,
they're known for that one also using old reference
yeah.
type of pop. But still, it's nice. I think it's a nice change of pace for all the crazy girl crush and
True,
whatnot out there. So I loved it.
true, and it's gonna be like I want to listen to it really carefully because always when Rocket Punch comes, the visuals are something that you kind of get into also. So it's good
Yeah.
to listen to the whole song and see how it goes, the structure and stuff like that, like later. But like for first view, I think it was amazing to just like. I think it was a good idea that we did this, and kind of. I was partly thinking that maybe we both don't know. We will just, when Chiquita came,
Yeah.
the live reaction would be meant nothing because I had my mouth open all the time. I was so in shock, like in a good way. But this time it was like it it gave them another style. I think it gave something else that they can also kind of showcase, and hopefully someday maybe put them all together, like find something that maybe in a how to say, like that's my hope, to either find a song or a performance that puts all them together, like because there's so much potential. So
True.
that's because they are not just a cute group. Like that's one thing that people are saying if they watch Bubble Up or Bim Bam Boom, or if they just watch like two MVs. So they're saying, "Oh, it's a cute group," but is that everything that they are? And they are not. So they're like, "Watch this MV and watch this MV and listen to these songs." And yeah, I believe that this is the Japanese comebacks are always a little bit complex because I know a lot of, especially Korean Ketchys, that are really reserved with Japanese comebacks. I don't know the exact reason, but
Why is that?
it's like I wouldn't say that it's like it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it's not the same as Korean comebacks. They are still waiting for it like 100 times more. So it's like, okay, they try in Japanese, but it's not something that they talk about a lot or stuff like that. And I think it's kind of natural in a way.
Oh, of
And for
course.
international fans, we are interested about both more.
We will try to
I
get
mean,
into both.
I don't want to say that generalize it, but that's how I take it. Is that it's a little bit, they take it a little bit differently because it's not a Korean comeback. They appreciate it, but it's, it's
It's not.
always different.
Yeah, it's not in their interest. It makes sense. Different markets have
Yeah,
different styles that they like, so not a
yeah.
big deal on
That's the
that.
thing. That's the thing. Like, I kind of feel that the first bubble up, maybe this even more suits the Japanese market somehow. I'm not a I'm not an expert on it, but I just feel that it has that kind of like you said, we don't mention a lot of new groups, other groups, but G Friend, the Japanese like comebacks, they had this kind of feeling also. So
Yeah,
it's something that this romantic dreaming thing is something that Japanese audience like. I think like
yeah,
not too energetic, not too they want to see something beautiful in a way. Like so I think they really managed to do this with this MV and wow and yeah I'm really happy with it. I'm always nervous because Rocket Punch is my ultimate group, so I'm always nervous what happens. Like, is this something that what kind of feedback this MV gets? And I think this will get mostly positive because there's nothing bad about saying this. I can't
no,
think
there's
of
nothing.
anything because it's not like truly like this kind of that trying new things or taking a lot of risks. It's not that kind of stuff, but it's still different than the Japanese debut. So I think overall this would get a positive feedback.
I think
Um,
so too.
yeah, we'll see. But knowing us personally, like you and me, this is maybe even more our alley than many other concepts that are in K-pop or J-pop. So in
Yeah,
that way, we are a little bit like this is our thing. Like this is what I like to listen and watch when I'm on my free time and just want to chill and not
yeah,
like yeah.
definitely,
So that's why.
definitely.
Mm,
Fiore is gonna be up there of things I'm gonna be listening to for this summer.
yeah, this is gonna be on my playlist for sure. There's been a couple of good songs already in K-pop and J-pop, but this is definitely gonna be in it. Oh well, we have to do it again. This kind of first reaction. I hope people liked it, and I don't remember at all what I said. Probably I didn't. It didn't make sense at all, and I think it's like I don't even want to try to analyze or anything like that. So,
Hey, it's all about
um,
excitement, man. It's all about excitement.
yeah, but Dayun has grown so much. And Soyi, they're not babies anymore. We have to admit it. They are they're like and I think all the shots were really well done. I think the quality was better than I thought. I think, especially the outside, because one that I was a little bit worried that is it in a studio again, or is it a little bit like little bit cringy, or a little bit like not um, like does it work? And I think it worked because it was the right mix of being outside and showing
Yeah,
uh, like outside shots, but then inside. I just have this. I'm not telling now, but I will tell after the record that there is exactly one Lovely's album or a Lovely's MV that reminds me a lot of this. But I think that's natural because they are from the same company and they have same kind of. I think it's kind of a homage for their big sisters in a way. That's how I feel it. That kind of makes me
it does feel
emotional.
like it, doesn't
But
it?
it does feel like that, and everybody who doesn't, I think every Ketchy knows, but everybody, if you listen to this, please check out Lovely's. It has a lot of good stuff and good MVs, and maybe get interested about that also. I think most of the Ketchys know, but everybody who listens to it should check them out.
That's true.
So, yeah. So it's yeah. But I'm totally satisfied with it, and I will give it like, because sometimes I'm always worried when there's a comeback. I just can't help it. Like, I should just enjoy it, whatever happens. And we have talked about this a lot. That it's not like just enjoy what happens, and it's okay to test and take risks. But still, I'm always like, I can't do anything with on that day. That's why I went outside and kicked some ball and just tried to try to think something else. But I'm happy with it. I'm really ecstatic and happy with it. So,
Well,
so yeah,
for me, I enjoyed it, of course.
yeah,
I wish good luck for them in their promotions. They seem really happy. Like, we
definitely.
really saw the photos of them going to Japan
It
and the
seems, and
promotions. It's like a
the stage,
really, really bright.
yeah,
So I'm happy with that.
and the stage performance. That's something that I want to see if that works at the same way. Do they have the same kind of this kind of dreamy elegance, really precise, like movements and touch in an emotion in the live stages that I think they will do in a Japanese TV shows also. That's what I heard, that
Ooh.
there are TV shows like those that they have been invited, and they do something like that, like a little bit different than in K-pop. In K-pop, there are mainly only music shows that are like, there's a lot of groups, but in Japanese there are sometimes that people are just invite and they explain about the album and they have that one performance. So I hope there are and international people can, like every Ketchy can see it, and it's not something like in a really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to find Japanese content. So I hope
They open
and
it.
ask every Ketchy to be active and upload it and download it and tweet about it and just like share everything that is happening in for
Yeah.
Rocket Punch in Japan now. It's come
Yeah.
back. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
So I guess that was my first reaction,
Oh
and
yeah.
I have
Oh,
to
man.
kind of watch this 100 times now before I go to sleep, or and then
Most
and
definitely.
just yeah, and just gonna. I'm really happy I did it, and I'm I hope people want to listen to it. Our first reaction, but I had fun with it. What
All
about
right.
you, Poe?
Oh, I had a lot of fun. I think it was really
Yeah,
cool to do a reaction, like, like together with another person, and then see what our
yeah,
reaction is. It's a little.
fanboying, totally
I
fanboying.
mean,
Yeah,
like, it's a little chaotic here and there, but
it is. It is.
you just have to
It's always.
get the best of it on both worlds of the whole situation. Before I end this, I'm gonna do what I usually do. So if you did like what you hear today, if you could click the like button on the bottom of the screen here on the YouTube, and the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel here for Ketchy Nation. I don't know if you're gonna upload this anywhere else. If you want to add anything else, just
No, that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's it, right? All right. Do you have any final words for this episode? Yeah. I mean, I'll say one thing is that I do enjoy that they're doing promotions right now. Fiore is a really nice song, and a nice discography song that they could add to their repertoire. It's something that they're not usually doing nowadays, just because how the trend is. So it's nice hearing it. I mean, Bubble was cool, but Fiore to me was a lot better in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that's my thing on that.
And I just want to say in the end, I hope you all like our live reaction part. So enjoy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about that, but yeah. Anyways, all right. This is Poetic Headset signing out, and Alex.
And Alex.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Rocket Punch fighting. Fighting. Bye.